Hey there, I'm Josh Clark and this is BrainStuff, and this is the BrainStuff where I explain to you why all popsicles aren't called popsicles. So you know how when after like a really long day at work, you're headed home covered in blood and you think, I really need a frozen treat right now. So you just find a random house and go inside and locate the freezer and rummage through it, and you pull out Big Dave's high fructose corn syrup torpedo, a quiescently frozen confection. And you think, what is this? Why did they call this that? Why don't they just call it a popsicle like everyone else does? Well, here's why. First, let's get the quiescent wrapper weirdness out of the way. As far as a confection goes, that's a sweet food or a dessert. I'm assuming that you know what frozen means, and then quiescent means at rest. So a quiescently frozen treat is one that just kind of passively lays there as it freezes. You know, like when you put like Mountain Dew in an ice cube tray and freeze it and feel pretty clever. That's a quiescently frozen treat you've just made. And you might think, why would anyone have anything to say about that? Well, it actually means something in the world of frozen treats because not all of them are frozen quiescently. Take ice cream, for example. Ice cream actually is whipped as it freezes by a huge blade called a dasher. And the dasher introduces air into the ice cream mix, turning it into what's known as a colloidal foam. And the fact that ice cream is a colloidal foam is what gives it its nice, creamy, whipped, fluffy, but slightly chewy texture that only ice cream has. So now we know, quiescently frozen treat, part of the wrapper, explained away. But let's get on to the heart of the matter, the meat of this video. Why don't they just call it a popsicle? Well, to explain that, we have to take a trip to intellectual property land. Back in 1905, little 11-year-old San Franciscan Frank Epperson found that he liked to freeze his favorite drinks and enjoy them as frozen treats. 20 years later, he patented and trademarked his invention, named it Popsicles, ostensibly soda pop and icicles, although there are competing origin stories. And by 1925, he sold the rights to his whole thing. Popsicle's fame grew and grew, and in 1989, the Good Humor Company bought the rights to Popsicles, and Good Humor is a division of Unilever Supply Chain Inc., and Unilever Supply Chain Inc. don't mess around. In the meantime, Popsicles had grown so popular that they became what's known as a proprietary eponym, and that just means that it's a product that is so popular that people use it generically to describe any other similar product. Now, you would think that brands are like, wow, that's a huge honor. But the problem is, companies feel that it dilutes their brands. It makes it just like everything else. So they frequently try to fight against this thing. Other notable proprietary eponyms include Kleenex, which you should generically call facial tissues, Band-Aids, which are known as adhesive bandages generically, Xerox, photocopies, Styrofoam, extruded polystyrene foam, and of course, don't forget Frisbees, novelty throwing discs. Now, when you ask your friend's mom for a popsicle, a Unilever lawyer is probably not going to appear and hand you a cease and desist order. Instead, Unilever has come up with public-facing marketing material to teach us all how to use the term popsicle correctly. So, as Unilever points out, popsicle is a proper noun, which means that it's always to be capitalized, never to use the possessive form, and never to be pluralized either. So, the best way to say something like, I wish I had 3 popsicles right now, is to actually say, I wish I had 3 popsicle, circle R, brand ice pops right now. Got it? So now you know, the next time you want a popsicle, how to order it like a good upstanding citizen, and to not infringe on any intellectual property laws. What's your favorite frozen treat? And we include frozen burritos in that category. Let us know in the comments section below. And while you're at it, go ahead and subscribe. Make your life fulfilled. And for even more awesomeness, head on over to the mothership website, HowStuffWorks.com.